What's wrong?
It's not that. For 500 years, I've fought with my homunculus allies, much like this. I've watched them as they grew up. And I've watched them as they died. 500 years of killing Lemiris, and grieving over my fallen comrades. Over time, the weight on my heart turned it cold and callous. The pain that used to be there was replaced with emptiness. It was easier for me to think of them as puppets, and I their puppeteer.
Well...
But this time, it's different. Each of them have their own challenges, their own concerns, their own unique lives. Their futures shine more brightly than the darkness I chose to live in. They reminded me of what it was like to feel human. And you, Adol, were the one who made that possible for them. On the contrary, I'm glad you're here with us. Would it be selfish of me to say that I no longer wish for them to fight? Will there ever come a time when they'll know peace?
well...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to burden you with my grievances. We need only to focus on the obstacle before us with all we can muster. I'll be counting on you, Adol.
Dude, the Prillis is a really cool character. I'm glad she didn't die. I'm glad that wasn't her death and she actually came back. She's a really cool character. I'm a big fan of Aprillis. But anyway, let's take care of the Wanteds first. Then we'll do Life by the Sword for Xavier. So Yufa, you're great, but I'm gonna add Krisha in. It's all the way up there, my goodness, so far. Should've just went here, it's closer. The depths of the Keening Highlands. So chat, we should have time, emphasis on should, have time to do all the side quests and do everything, and I guess, once we head to the Nox, we're basically like it's basically linear to the end of the game.
I have detected something.
So I would think, theoretically, there should be like, after these side quests, there should be like 2 to 4 hours of gameplay, is my guess. We shall find out. We're level 80, by the way. I don't know if you're aware. Bird's gonna fly. Oh, I love the combo attacks while I'm in the over limit. Breakdance, go! What do I have Adol? Go flame and dangle, go, or whatever you say. Alright, that's done. Subdue the org. Nice. Actually, we'll use Adol for a bit. Why not? We've been using Jules for a while. Let's go report this quest. How does one do that? It's Errant Knights. I need to report the quest. Dandelion, yeah. I guess it can't have a marker in the Dandelion. I say 3 hours to finish the game after the side quests. I can believe it. I mean, we have 5. A stream is 4 to 5 hours, so. Oh, at all, are you available at the moment? There's a personal matter that needs attending. You like? Oh, you have a Max Affinity event apparently. Okay. Guess you have an event. I did not expect this.
Would you fill that bucket with water? Hail, venerated King of Gods, Grimnir. The land, air, wind, and spirit of Glia. This day marks the forthcoming of our greatest tribulation. I beseech thee, bless our battle and thy land with thy protection.
This is...
Yes, though it is a simplified version. I perform it every year to hone my conviction and sharpen my focus. You've experienced encounters with gods in other lands, haven't you? As it so happens, I've had a similar experience myself.
How did it happen?
It's quite an eventful story. At a time when I was still known as Rosvita, I grew up in a modest village. All the villagers were passionate devotees of the Norse religion. I led a peaceful life there until the day I nearly died pulling a drowning child from the river. That was when I met the King of Gods. The weight of his presence was boundless. In exchange for saving my life, Grimnir imparted a mission unto me. He tasked me with expelling the forces of the god who opposed him. That god was Luki, and the forces blessed by him were Batai's army. To realize my mission, I volunteered for the Glian army. It was there I met my companions. Yes, but in today's world, it is known as a war between nations, not gods. After 100 years of war, Batai no longer had the morale to continue their losing battle. It was at this time when the gods Grimnir and Luki were both slain upon the other's blade. In the chaos, I was deceived by the king of Batai and sentenced to death by burning. After that, the Norse religion in Glia was gradually superseded by the Hieroglyph Church. That was my life, my past as Rosvita. I cannot change my actions, nor do I have any desire to. My only wish now is to continue protecting the land that my companions fought for. I am beholden to them for leaving the war in their hands.
Thank you.
I wasn't expecting that response from you. I would have believed it if it were Krisha or Yufa. I'm the reason you're involved in all of this. I don't deserve your gratitude.
Her voice is befitting of a saint, the land's silent guardian. You tell her that her feats left you with a lasting impression.
Oh, please. I'm not accustomed to such flattery. But I don't mind the sound of it coming from you. Hold out your hand, Adol. Grimnir gave that to me. It's an emblem of authority given to the leader of the demigods who fought the Grimwald Nox. But most of its power has faded. I want you to have it, Adol.
Yeah, I'll take good care of it.
Yeah.
I know you will. It's not my intention to burden you, Adol. If something were to happen to me...
Hey, there they are.
What brings all of you here? Were you looking for us?
Yes. We began to worry after you two had not returned. We traced your footsteps here.
What have you two been doing so far away from town?
We can't take our eyes off of you for 1 minute, can we?
Guess the saint's more human than we thought.
What are you on about?
Stop it, you guys. We're just glad that you're both safe. Wow. The view of Balduke from up here is incredible.
You can feel the energy from the festival even from here.
Whoa! I can see my fields! And look, the Colosseum!
You can see that far? Trying to spot Felix? I guess there's no stopping a cow in love.
In love? That's rich coming from a violent, runaway bird brain!
Can we stop wasting our time with this nonsense?
Hey, what's the matter with you?
I was just reminiscing about some very dear friends of mine. Listen up, Monstrums. We're all going to pray to Grimnir to watch over us in the next battle. I know. How about we do some last-minute training? We need to be at our very best.
Have you always been like this?
Yes, I believe I have. The years have made me lose sight of who I was. I haven't felt this kind of relief in a long time. Thank you, Adol.
Dude, I'm all for Prillis. She's a great character. After that, the 7 of them prayed to Grimnir for the victory. With their newfound conviction, they returned to the Dandelion. That was a nice scene. Dude, Prillis is great. I'm really glad they didn't kill her off. Okay, let's get Margit out of the way because I want to save all the other characters for later. Hello, you've come at the perfect time. Tell me, have you ever smoked a cigar? Oh, I regret this already. It's times like these that one could use a moment of respite, and I've got some quality rolls here for just that. Why not take a puff or two with me? I hate everything. I think I'm doing this wrong.
It's an acquired taste. A bold aroma, an indulgent flavor. Once you learn to enjoy it, it's quite a treat.
I don't like cigars.
You're still young. Perhaps the Adol years from now will understand. I hope we can meet then and share our enthusiasm of fine cigars. On a different note, you may have seen this around the city. It seems the Bells of Freedom have taken up the mantle of local militia. They're providing security at the festival, even patrolling the city for crime. They're doing a good job at that, considering they were intended as a stand-in for the knights. The people acknowledge that, and who knows, maybe they'll stick around. And you know who made that possible? You did, Adol. We are all grateful to you.
No.
Humble as ever. That's what I like about you. Glia is on the cusp of change.
Nova, how dare you smoke? Blame the game. I had nothing to do with it.
And I believe that change will bring about a brighter future for this city. Oh, Adol, you've been traveling for many years, haven't you? I've often speculated how Glia compares to the rest of the world. As one who isn't a native Glian, what is your impression of it?
I do like about 90% of the people who live here.
Is that so? What is it about the people that you like?
Bring up the Monstrums and all the experiences you've had in Balduke, and how the things you've learned from its people, its history, and troubles contributed to your own growth. You tell her that all of your adventures are unforgettable, this one included.
That's a wonderful perspective. It fills this old bag with pride, knowing the young ones treasure the city in their own way. If you wouldn't mind, I would love to hear of your other unforgettable adventures. Your tales would pair nicely with these fine cigars.
Man, I have to play Ease 8. Alright, got that over with. Who could we do now? There's no, not Krisha. There's Credo. I think we'll do Credo now. There's Credo, Yufa, and who's the other one? It's Anemona. We're doing Anemona last. We'll do Credo first. Hey, Adol. Are you all healed up?
Are you okay?
Of course I am. This is good time, actually. Got a moment. Is Hawk gonna try to kill me?
What? Don't look at me like that. Just thought I'd say thanks. Cut the crap. You know, at the Coliseum, I'm usually against thanking people for doing things I didn't ask for. But I figured I owed it to you two. Anyway, take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to me. About being a berserker or whatever, I'm still looking to go out with a bang. But at least things make a little more sense than they did before. You can sleep easy knowing I ain't gonna be losing control and slicing people up anymore.
You think that right now Credo might be willing to talk more about himself? Oh, we're finally gonna get some answers here. What'd you think about Shadlard? Probably like a rival or a mentor, maybe?
Don't push your luck. Fine. I'll let it slide today.
Don't push your luck immediately changes his mind because it's the very end of the game.
But it's not gonna be the answer you were hoping to hear. Shadowlord was the one who told me he'd be good for me if I joined the Knights. And when I found out he was looking out for me this whole time, I ain't gonna thank him. And I sure as hell ain't gonna apologize either. But I wouldn't have minded sharing a drink with him like this. Lisa too. Guess this is what happens to people who get too close to me. That goes for you too, Adol. Don't say I didn't warn you.
He's got the Reaper's Curse.
You think? Well, after our duel at the arena, I think I learned a thing or two about you.
Yeah, you did change, even if your character arc was one of the weakest.
And now I found a new appreciation for fighting. That super Grimwald Nox or whatever can't come soon enough. Personally, I don't have a problem with this curse sticking around. Huh? Guess I've never given it much thought, but traveling and fighting like you doesn't sound so bad to me.
Then...
You're kidding, right? That's a hard pass.
Wow, rude.
I'm just gonna enjoy the upcoming fight. I'll figure out the rest when it comes.
Alright then. I do kind of like Credo. Credo is neat. Whoa, Adol, how long have you been standing there? I know, I haven't been myself lately. Actually, this is the perfect chance. Sorry, Adol, but could I steal you for a moment?